It's day 13 of the podcast, and yesterday I started talking to you about my doughboy illustration, and I shared that our original design is that we operate by the body, soul, and spirit, but that at the fall we became disconnected spiritually and no longer alive spiritually. And then we began compensating by operating with our soul and our body together, which is together, that's what flesh is. Now, when Christ made payment for my sin on the cross, that sin that separated me from the Father, that sin has been paid for, and now the reason why I was disconnected, I now have the ability to be made spiritually alive again when I'm born again. So the cross made payment for that sin that broke relationship, but then his resurrection, this is really important, his resurrection made it possible for me to have newness of life, once more be spiritually alive. And as a result of being spiritually alive, made alive in him, the third person of the Godhead, the Holy Spirit, that's who's now tabernacling within. But, and we're going to come back to this whole concept of the Spirit tabernacling within the body, but now the Spirit is opposed to the flesh. The flesh is opposed to the Spirit. These two are in continual conflict and rivalry. And whichever one we feed on any given day, that's the one that gets stronger. So each day, even though I'm born again, I'm now reconnected with God, I have the ability to access the holy spiritual realm, I have to choose to die to self and live by the life of that Spirit. And if you could picture it this way, it's like musical chairs. And anytime there's a choice to be made, my mind can say, I think, my emotions can say, I feel, my will can say, I want, and they can rival what the Spirit would say. And it's like musical chairs. The flesh is quick to sit, quick to take a position of, I want, I think, I feel. And the Holy Spirit is waiting because we need to learn something. We need to be relearning something, and it has everything to do with the soul and the body coming into submission to the indwelling life of the Spirit. And there's that word, submission. That's a hard word at times for people, and they have they're quick to react. And so my question for you is, what are the first three words that come to your mind when you hear the word submission?